pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. And this one complete right side to Funchess. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And this is caught at the 20. 43 yards that time. For an offense that has not found. That's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Chiefs' 11-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. 1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Now Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Rodgers finding Valdez-Scantling. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Ties the game at 7.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he returns this to the 22.
On the return, the Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
He's brought down
a good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
3rd and 8.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that's complete to Lewis. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. Business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coaches' 2-minute drill.
A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
That backs them up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And he fires one, but incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
So on now for the Packers is their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. And the 13-year man puts it through, and the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. So it's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points put on the board.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
At the 33-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He'll find Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. On 1st down, Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 57 yards. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Chiefs 14. Packers.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into something?
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack.
Rodgers sack.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
24 is the mic. 24 is the mic.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
That's good.
And he just clocked it. But the clock wasn't even moving.
1st and 10.
Well, that's one you don't see very often. A wasted down. 2nd and 10.
It's our time. 24 is the mic.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and play.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Chris Jones picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. And the throw there going to be incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work, while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over.
3-yard line.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Flush to his right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off at the 30. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Bashad Breeland, the one that got him down. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down and 6. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Nice job by Juan Thornhill there to get a hand in and break up the play.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Don't get nervous. Slam. Check out.
On 1st down, Jones. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Juan Thornhill on the tackle. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd.
They'll go again to Jones.
The 47-yard line.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 19-yard line.
They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. 2 yards on the play. And the 1st down, Chiefs.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 1st down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play.
It's a gain of 7.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Kansas City.
shotgun snap to Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Now Edwards-Helaire. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and
NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
And it's 3rd down.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
And the first down, Chiefs.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
It's a gain of 9 yards, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. And he'll get this underneath to Bell. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal now as they look for that final dagger. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
They're about set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him.
And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Tedrick Thompson picks it, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 2-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And a nice pickup as this one gets them to the 10-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And Lewis has it, the tight end. And they're going to get the first down here as he's up to the 14. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Working from the gun, Rodgers gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's second, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Tedrick Thompson picks it, and to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Intercepted by the Chiefs. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes looking downfield for Kelsey. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. His favorite target, Travis Kelsey, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So now on comes the field goal unit. And wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yard. Victory.